We have a 2004 Scion XA, and I'm going to replace the starter motor right over down there. So the first thing you want to do is, of course, match up your starter. Kind of just take it out, look at it, and do your best to look through here to see if it matches. Then what you're gonna do is remove the battery. You can just disconnect it, the intake and the intake manifold, and yeah, it's gonna be easier to get the bolts. And if you're blessed enough, put your car on a lift or jack it up with some jack stands, because we'll need to go under for some of the bolts. But yeah, I'm not gonna film the removal of the manifold or anything. We're just gonna record placing the starter. All right, so I remember in the beginning of the video I said I was gonna take out the manifold and intake. I started taking off just the regular intake, and then I said to myself, well, let me look at the starter, maybe it's easy to get to without taking it off. And sure enough, it was. Pretty much you just have this bottom bolt 14, easy to get to, and then over here you have a 10. That's for like the power going into the starter. And yeah, you just take your, I put a 12 on here, and a 1/4 inch. This is a 1/4 inch drive, so that's already tight. And then you got this connector here. We're just gonna plug that in. But what I want to show you is that top bolt, that top 14. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but anywho, what I did was I got clever and have my 3/8 ratchet right over here, and I just took a whole bunch of extensions, and essentially I went all the way to that. And I have a wobble too, a wobble 14. I went all the way in and just took I don't know if you guys can see that. Well, anywho, that's what I did. I have I'll show you the tools when I get all the tools out. But yeah, instead of taking that manifold off and then the throttle body off, and then I have to remove the coolant lines too to the throttle body, and then I have to bleed the system. I just got clever here, putting a whole bunch of extensions for that top 14. Let me see. Yeah, I'm trying here, guys, but I don't know if you can see that. But I think you get a better view. Over here, maybe. Yeah, it I just loosened it and then took it out and took out the starter. So yeah, brand new starter right over here. Everything is tool tight. But yeah, guys, I didn't have to take out the intake manifold. Would have been easier-ish, but it might have taken a little bit longer, and then you have to bleed the coolant system because you have to take out coolant lines. But let me show you what tools I'm using here. It's already tight. Let me get this out here. All right, so this is what I use to take out that top 14. This is a wobble 14 Pittsburgh logging extension, and these are kind of like wobble extensions. And of course your ratchet right here, small extension. So when you put this, let me put this on here. Yeah, so when you put this on, it's kind of will wobble itself on this type of head right here. So, but yeah, nothing fancy, just clever, lazy, smart, all in one. But yeah, you will need to take off the skid plates, splash guards to make it easier. And if you have chance or possibility, put your car on the lift to make it more easier. But yeah, I did not take out the intake manifold. I was about to, but yeah, I'm just gonna test the starter, plug it back up, and that's it. Put the battery back, and that's it. That's how you place the starter. Scion XA automatic transmission. I'm sure if you had a standard manual transmission, it probably would have been easier with that 14 on top, but with all those lines, the cooling lines and all that stuff. But yeah, that's how you replace it. Hopefully you guys do the same, because if you do take this off, you should replace these gaskets, and they've got coolant lines going to the throttle. You're gonna have to bleed the system and do all that stuff. Easier, but more work, but correct. It's the correct way. The way I did it is smart, clever, lazy, mixed into one, and running out of time. All right, guys, so that's about it. This is quick and easy. 2004 Scion XA starter replacement.